everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome for the first time. My name is Dana. Today I wanted to just sit down, share some new products that I have been liking, get ready, just something chill. And I also have some questions that you guys asked me on Instagram, so I will pull some of those up as I am getting ready as well. So I did put some of my skincare on, but I have these two newer products that I've been testing out. They are both from Coco Kind. It's the Pore Refining Concentrate and then the Texture Smoothing Cream. I've been using these for like 4 days now. So you just kind of squeeze a little bit of the product out and then roll it on to the areas where you need help with your pores. So that's just kind of in my T-zone area. So then I'll just take my finger and tap. Okay, so you do want to make sure that this is fully dry before you go in with the moisturizer. Kind of a thinner consistency. I was actually expecting something a little thicker. I'm not really sure why. But I'm actually going to take a little bit of this. And then from Indeed Laboratories, I did place an order for more of those no acid pads that I talked about in my newer skincare favorites video. So I did end up trying a few more products from them, and I got these bronzing drops. Originally, I thought these were a self-tanner type product. I just add like half a pump. You don't need a lot, especially because I don't have a ton of color right now. This just adds like instant color. I do like it. It does give a nice bronzing effect to the skin. I don't have a solid opinion yet on the Pore Concentrate, but I do really like this moisturizer so far. It dries down to like a I don't want to say matte, but it's definitely more of like a soft finish. So your skin still looks luminous, but without feeling like greasy or oily or heavy. So I do like this a lot so far. I'll have to keep you guys updated on the actual like appearance of pores over time, but I do feel like my skin looks slightly more blurred when I do use that. I'm just going to put some of my SPF on. I'm just using my Paula's Choice Youth Extending Daily Hydrating Fluid. Let me pull up some of these questions. All right, last prep product is this liquid silk canvas from Tatcha. All right, so let's start to answer some of these questions. The first one I see, it says bangs 2C to 3A curls question mark. I guess that means like, can you or should you cut bangs if you have that type of hair? I say go for it. I'm probably going to recut my bangs soon because I'm like getting the itch. Whenever it's the fall season, I always want to recut my bangs. I definitely think that you can have bangs with any hair type you have. It's really just a matter of playing around with your hair and seeing, you know, what works and what doesn't. But I do think that anyone can have bangs. Before I answer the next question, I'm going to go in with the Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer by ColourPop. This is in Light 8N. Let's see, my favorite drugstore deep conditioner. I just made a whole video on my favorite drugstore shampoo and conditioners. I think that is another question. Yeah, I will link that video if you haven't seen it because I do talk about quite a few drugstore favorites there. My favorite deep conditioners from the drugstore probably would be the Garnier Treats. Like you know what I'm talking about. I've talked about them a million times. Have you ever dealt with a friendship breakup? If so, how did you come to terms with it? I am probably the worst person to ask about this. I feel like I've never broken up with a friend, but I mean, I've definitely grown apart from people. I really don't like conflict at all, so if I can get out of a situation without saying the least amount possible, I will do that. I really don't do well with conflict. Don't do that. Don't be like me. I don't think that's great. So just being honest. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Healthy Skin Concealer. I've really been liking this, and then also I've tried the Age Perfect Radiant Concealer. Both of these to me are pretty similar. The L'Oreal one might be slightly thinner in texture, but honestly they're pretty comparable. Can't really tell too much of a difference once they are blended out. You know what? That's a little dark for me. Just so this isn't quite so dark, I'm going to use the Honest Beauty Tinted Eye Cream. I do like the idea of this product, but the shade range is literally horrendous. This is the light shade, and then there's one dark shade. And also you can just mix your eye cream with a concealer if you want something similar, and this way it will actually be in your shade range. I have another question, wondering how I'm getting along without DC products. So DC, I believe, speaking of Diva Curl, I am getting along just fine. I don't think that the products are irreplaceable. They were really good for me when I was using them, but I don't really feel the loss as hard as I thought I would. Someone wants to know where my wedding band and ring are from. My whole set is actually really simple. The engagement ring was a custom design from a little jewelry store in South Orange, and then my wedding band, which is just a gold hammered, really thin band, super simple. That is from Barry O'Neill, and Vinny, his wedding band is also from Barry O'Neill. It's a thicker silver band, also hammered metal, so we kind of match with that a little bit. Okay, so 2 more newer products. I have a bronzer and highlight, and then a blush. First of all, the packaging, I was like, I love this, so that's why I picked it up. I just instantly fell in love with the packaging. Just the brand Kiko Milano, I think. I usually just like swirl both together and use that as a bronzer because I like a glowy bronzer. And then I'm super excited about this blush because if you guys remember, oh gosh, this was like probably over a year ago. I was just about to finish up my e.l.f. Peachy Keen blush and I could not find anything that was similar to it. This is the most similar thing I have found thus far. So excited about it. And it's such a boring blush, that blush, but it's just like a very sheer nude glowy blush that I love, so I'm really, really happy about that. So I'm gonna apply those two. So I'll go in with this bronzer first. Next question, what are your fave products when doing heat styling, products / tools, etc.? So whenever you see my hair like this, for instance, I never really straighten it. There are very few times where I'll take like a heat tool to my hair. I really just like to stretch my curls, you know, without heat, just to preserve the integrity of my hair. On the few occasions where I do like to heat style, I love the Revlon One Step Dryer. Absolutely love that. As far as like products go, I do really like the Kenra Blow Dry Spray, and Sally's makes the dupe of it for really cheap. I do like that a lot. It's been a while since I've explored heat styling products, so I don't even know what is like out there as far as that goes. Let's see, how often does your hair routine change? I really don't stick to one hair routine because I do like to test out products so frequently. Even if I do find something that I really like, you know, I constantly want to try out other things, and then, you know, a lot of the times I'll be like, oh, this is also really good. So I mean, it is constantly changing, but that's just because I'm exposed to so many products. So that's like bound to happen, you know? Somebody else asks if I have another career outside of YouTube, and I did before the pandemic hit, and then I kind of just felt like I wanted to take a step back from that, see what else I want to dip my toes in next. But I was a eyelash extensionist, and I did own my own business where I would travel to people, and it would be like a mobile service. Someone else says, it seems like you've been wearing your hair less curly for a while now. Are you over your curls? And no, I just like the versatility of it. I will say that once the weather cools down like it is now, it's a lot easier for me to wear and style my hair in like my stretched out wavy style because it just wears a lot better throughout the week. I don't have to wash my hair as often. So that's really why, but I do just really like the versatility of being able to do both. So no, I'm not over my curls. I just, I will say it's a lot of work. Next question is, this isn't a cue, but can you film a wardrobe walkthrough with some of your favorite clothes? Yeah, I could absolutely do that. I have my whole closet set up behind me. Leave a comment down below if you think that I should do a like office closet tour. Someone wants to know what my favorite scents or perfume are. I'm actually in the process of like trying to pick out a new fragrance, but 2 of my signature winter and like summer scents are actually both by Commodity. Commodity Wool is my winter scent, and then Commodity Rain is my summer scent. They are unisex scents, which I love. Wool is really nice because it does have that like warm sweetness to it, but it's also musky. And then Rain is just the most amazing fresh scent, so I absolutely love those 2. I do have a code for Commodity. It is an affiliate code, but you get 10% off your purchase. I really don't find those fragrances going on sale very often, so I will leave that below. They also make this whole like portfolio of scents so you can test them all out, and their scents also like mix really nicely together. It'd actually be a great gift for somebody. Love your curly to wavy hair routine. How can we maintain the style style on second and third day. It's really easy. You just sleep with your hair in a bun or a braid again. If I, for instance, slept with braids like the first night, I'll usually then opt for a bun the second, just because I do like to switch up the styling. You just put it right back in a braid or a bun or whatever style suits your wave pattern that you are looking for. Maybe add a little bit more product the next morning, and I just keep repeating that until I have to wash my hair. And it is so incredibly easy. And that's what I was saying before, like why I tend to wear my hair more like this when humidity allows for me to, because it really just is so much less work. Curls are definitely a labor of love. Another product I want to talk about is this Ilia mascara. This is the, I don't even know if they have another kind, but this is the Limitless Lash Mascara. This is freaking fantastic. I love this mascara so much. It reminds me a lot of the Glossier one, but it definitely has more playtime and it doesn't dry down quite as like stiff. And I feel like it just makes my lashes look really nice. I was not blessed with nice long lashes. I will be purchasing a full size of this for sure. Somebody says, how did you and your husband meet? We actually met in a bagel store. Okay, so I think that's actually it for the makeup. So I will answer one more question, and it is your favorite trip that you've taken. Obviously, Italy was fantastic. We went, Vinny and I, for our honeymoon, we went to Italy for 2 weeks, and that was just so amazing. Like the food, just we really loved that. But also another really fun trip that we took was when we went to Iceland, and then we went to Budapest in like one trip, and that we took with our friends. And that was a lot of fun because we just did a lot of crazy stuff. Well, also, this isn't necessarily a trip, but we really love being in Grenada, where Vinny went to med school. We definitely want to go back. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for me today. I hope you had fun getting ready with me, chatting about some makeup and some other random stuff. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you so much. I hope you are staying healthy and safe, and I will see you next time.